Today's senior speaker is Jack Newman.
If you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. My whole life, I thought this phrase was an exaggeration. I lived for 17 years without finding any work that didn't feel like just another task. Of course, I always had outlets like football, video games, and all other random interests that I really got into for 2 weeks, then completely forgot about. But who hasn't? Beyond that, however, I never really found something that I was passionate about. And certainly not one that I can turn into a career. Growing up, the idea of finding a career you love was always heavily stressed in my household. I never took it seriously. It seemed impossible to me. I mean, obviously I don't want to hate my job, but I really didn't think it was reasonable to expect that I'd be able to find a job that I truly enjoyed every day, one that could even provide for me and my future family. Many of you probably know where I'm taking this, but for those who don't, I'll start from the beginning. During the summer before my 8th grade year, my hair began to change. I know it seems like I just swerved way off course, but just stick with me for a second. Over several months, my once pinch straight hair had become completely curly, like the hair you see today. Even though my mom's theory that my hair had always been this way and just too short to have revealed itself, I was quite confident that it just completely changed texture. My conclusion left me confused. I took to Google to find out if hair could really just change like that. And I found out that it was possible. When I hit puberty, so did my hair. This change started the journey for me. I answered lots of questions, all some variation of, did you get a perm? And I faced the challenge of obtaining my newly coiled hair. Along this journey, I became fascinated with hair and what it could do to change a person's appearance. This fascination soon manifested itself in my own appearance. Before my freshman year, I got bored of my hair and decided to give myself what I call a mullet. Despite what I may think of it now, I loved that haircut at the time, as unfortunately depicted in my Snapchat memories. Then I arrived at St. Thomas Academy, and as you all know, hair is a hot topic here. I began to notice something. I had a theory that everyone who hated their new haircut did not hate it because it was too short, but because it was shaped wrong for them. I won't get into the details of this. A magician never reveals his secrets. This discovery and my past minor success encouraged me to continue my hair journey. For a while, this just consisted of me cutting my own hair and my dad's. The stakes were pretty low, but I was getting a little better every cut. While this was enough to keep me interested for a bit, I needed something different. With my skills slightly polished and my confidence improving, I started asking people to let me give them a haircut. This was met with a resounding no. Finally, after asking pretty much everyone I knew, I got a yes. Quentin Hayes let me cut his hair. On a very, very cold afternoon in April of 2023, I had my first client. But he wasn't paying and I wasn't charging. After this, it was a lot of asking again. I had fun and wanted to keep cutting. I got some maybes, many no's, and almost everyone else said after summer. So I waited. The start of the school year came and went, and I hadn't booked a single haircut. So as this summer was coming to an end, I decided to push hard. I asked relentlessly once it was time for back to school haircuts. Once again, I had many no's, but this time I also had a couple of brave volunteers. After much convincing away, Noah D'Souza and Britt Trophy let me cut their hair. Coincidentally, these two also helped me get my operation off the ground by assisting with the social media side of things. Finally, after a few more cuts and a few more posts, it happened. After lying dormant for years, Cleanup J was in business. What once started with some scattered free haircuts eventually grew to what I have today, around 30 or 40 haircuts a week in the back corner of the parking lot, often the last person to leave the school grounds at night. Here's where it all comes together. Think about it. Outside after school for 5 or 6 hours every day, not getting home until around 8:30. That sounds awful, but it isn't. Not for me at least. I'm having a blast. I found something that I'm passionate about. I found something that makes work feel like the opposite. While cutting hair, I've met, had conversations with, and now regularly talk to many people that I would not otherwise. From juniors to middle schoolers, my haircuts have helped me strengthen my bond with the classes below me beyond what I could have imagined. I've had what it feels like almost every teacher in school drive up while leaving and ask, "What are you charging?" and then laugh. I now always have a conversation started with anyone within the walls of this building. And most importantly, I'm thoroughly enjoying my work. Now, these great things don't only come with cutting hair in a parking lot. They come with finding and acting on a passion. I do not plan on cutting hair forever, but I will forever remember what it has proven to me. It is possible to work hard, put in long hours, and still have fun. I now look forward to my life with excitement and optimism because I know that it is possible to enjoy every day of your life, even those where you're working. So I encourage you to demand that of yourself, for yourself. Never settle. Do not spend your only life here on earth doing something that does not make you happy. Never stop working to bring your passions to life. Never take an idea for granted. And please, don't accept that work is just work and that it's not supposed to be fun. Most importantly, if you know what you love, stop at nothing to get it. If you don't know what you love, stop at nothing to find it. Because once you do, you'll never work another day in your life. Thank you and God bless.
Attention. Trusted tradition. Company commanders, take charge of your companies.